Question 1019. Should society prioritise its members or its continuation?
I'm going to say it's. I would say it's members. Personally, but I don't know. I don't know that the two are exclusive positions.
They very much are.
Yep.
If you prioritize the members, the rest of it will be fine.
Not necessarily. I mean, climate change is the perfect example. Prioritize the membership of society.
By prioritizing the members, you're trying to save the members. You would have to deal with climate change.
No, because
you have to deal
don't
with
need
economy,
to deal with climate.
You have to deal with all of it.
You don't need to deal with climate change if you don't worry about its continuation.
Yeah.
But if you're worried about the members, you would be worried about the continuation.
No, well, this is my point. This is where you find that balance.
So you didn't say you could pick a balance.
You can't. My point is which should you prioritize?
Simple. You prioritize. If you prioritize the members, then the world goes to shit because you're doing it for the people. You prioritize the continuation. I'm going to make sure that I'm in the fucking people that don't get wiped out, because that's what needs to be done for the continuation. Is fucking stupid people need to go.
But prioritizing the continuation is prioritizing the members. If you're talking about the continuation,
not necessarily.
No.
You could put everyone in slavery tomorrow, and that would to benefit the future. You could make everyone pay a tax rate of 90%, right, of all their earnings to go towards continuation of the society. And the people of today would be miserable.
That would end up collapsing society, because you would have no kind of economy anymore, because everybody's money would be going toward taxes.
I agree.
It's exactly where I was going.
I'm not necessarily on heavy taxes. No, you could keep an economy going, but it'd be difficult. It would be difficult. I mean, this is I think is always the blooming catch-22 when we come to these questions. It normally is about continuation of the fucking current economy, which does not prioritize. It does not prioritize need.
I mean, for example, the States is a very good example. For example, how many times can I say that? How many times can I say that? Right. In the States right now, you absolutely fucking suck at funding your schools. You have a choice between whether or not people pay taxes now. Okay? The people now pay taxes to fund the continuation, a better society in the future. The continuation of your society in the future. Okay? And there's lots of decisions like this where you are a choice between some people doing something now or people benefiting the future. And the future is an abstract concept in that. You
wouldn't need, to be honest though, the States, you would not need to raise taxes for that at all. What they could do, which would I think be damn sight better long term for the whole world, is they could stop giving so much of the taxpayer money to the fucking military.
Yeah.
Okay, so
again, we're not prioritizing our members. I'm sorry, Amanda, go ahead.
No, it's just part of me wants to say, let it be the members, because quite frankly, the continuation of the species is not helping this planet anyway, so fuck them. But if you concentrate on the continuation of the species, I don't agree with the way you're going with that. You still would have to prioritize the members in some way. Fuck. Yeah, I go with the members though.
You would have to prioritize numbers.
I think Rosa Luxemburg was right when she said that basically the choice facing humanity is socialism or barbarism. Unfortunately, we seem to keep taking the latter.
Yep.
Boy, isn't that the truth?
It's a tough one, and I'm interested, Dave, how you can see such a clear separation.
Well, I don't think there is. This is why I went with priority rather than saying you have to have one or the other. I think you have to prioritise one over the other. That doesn't mean you get to dismiss the other.
Well, okay. By prioritizing the members, it really does give more of a chance to the continuation of the species as a whole.
Not necessarily.
Thank you.
No, yes, it does. Because you're allowing for a small amount of members to do better than everyone else. You're allowing for that to continue. If you prioritize, the continuation of the species, you end up neglecting the members, and therefore it'll end up petering out, and you will fuck yourself and not be able to continue the species.
Yeah, but climate change is the perfect example, because prioritizing our members.
We know that in America, because we're already concentrating on the society and not the members, and we're destroying ourselves.
Yes.
That's why I answered that so easy.
And yes, I understand what you're saying, Dave, but this isn't about climate change. This is about the species in general. And yes, the species
No, it's not about the species in general. It's about society.
So,
Your
let
society.
me
They are
pose
separate.
this question. If a species got to a point where they didn't want to breed anymore,
yeah,
and you let you put the priority on the individual and let them choose, you will lose your society.
Yes. So what?
So that's what I was looking for.
So that's an example. I'm saying to Manda of where it doesn't always focusing on the individual doesn't always necessarily equal.
Yeah, but Sammy, did you hear me say that I would not have a problem with the human species dying out? Considering
we've done previous episodes with this. She's quite happy to take a machete and do it herself.
You don't understand how fucking depressing my job is, okay? And to continuously sit here and watch people just do whatever the fuck they want and fuck up the climate because they want to drive, I live in the South, so everybody drives a fucking monster truck for no goddamn reason with huge fucking tires. I'll let them die, okay? Fuck. Sorry.
See, this is See, I was just looking through my. I was looking for my lot of my books. I remember I had this pamphlet somewhere where.
Just 2 seconds, Jeff, before you finish that segment. Right, when someone else is clipping this episode, just remember she's a climate scientist. Go, Jeff.
No, I remember finding this. This is quite an old climate. This was campaign against climate change, and the TUC backed this one, which was actually at least okay. You might say a little bit manifesto-y, yes, okay, but it was actually laying out a proposal of how you could actually, of kind of like how you could raise employment and build a lot of jobs around climate, tackling climate.
Easily convert fossil fuel industry jobs to alternative energy jobs. It's not that fucking hard.
It's not. The problem with all of these things is it's a bit like when we had full employment in the sort of from the States, I don't know, from not long after the Second World War till maybe the mid to late 70s. And I think Michael Kidron answered this quite well in his thing about what we called the permanent arms economy. The problem with it was we had full employment, which was based very much around the fucking Cold War. Somewhat, and I think it somewhat was similar. There was actually, that in a way helped keep the economy going for a long time. Now, technically, you could, if you can get enough nations on board, run an economy similar to that, with around tackling climate change. Now, it will still be subject to the same problems that the permanent arms economy had. And the other big problem with an arms economy is generally when it's an arms race, that tends to compel flipping people to spend a lot more, which is how fucked up it is.
Here's the problem. A lot of people have invested an awful lot of money into pulling carbon out of the ground so we can burn it. They don't seem to be willing to give it up. Right. Anyway, let me catch up.
Well, that's
ton of money.
That's the fucking short term. That's the short termness of this fucking system.
Yep. Right, Chad says, members. If the members are cared for, then they will always be cared for. Long term, it will work out. Not if they don't want it to. Again, your society may end up favouring... Right now, if the UK and America decide to go with a policy of we're going to allow no more immigration and we're just going to look after the people we've got, both those societies will end. Because they are not producing enough kids to meet replacement. And that's that's prioritizing the people that are alive now and the ones that are, rather than encouraging more or getting more immigrants and bringing them into your society. You're giving me fully faces. Why?
Have you been to like a McDonald's in the South ever? Because like,
yes,
it's full of redneck families with 16 fucking children.
You know, I totally get that, but the point is, it doesn't change the fact that the entire country as a whole is not. That it's only being propped up.
16 kids, them 16 kids are going to be raised with a silver spoon up their fucking ass and won't do the job that Dave's talking about.
That's yeah, but I mean, and I'm funny. Like you're saying that
talking about population placement.
It's a bit. I mean, it's a bit anecdotal in a way, though. No disrespect, man. Like saying, "Oh, going to McDonald's." That's a bit anecdotal.
Yeah. Anyway, just for a minute. I agree.
I
get where she's coming from. Never Again says, I decided a long time ago, like age 11, I wasn't interested in the continuation of our species. And this is the thing. If someone isn't interested in the continuation of their species, why should they pay towards schools?
Because the rest of us are fucking interested.
Why should one person be forced? Sorry, say that again, Sammy. You went...
Me?
Say that again? Yeah.
I didn't believe that people should have to if they didn't want to continue the species, which is how I used to feel until I popped a spawn out, and then
you thought other people should pay too.
That's my responsibility now. I have to pay because I've added to the mess. So,
well, I would just say that these people who say, "Why should I pay for this? I'm not interested in blah blah blah." I tend to find these people tend to change their fucking tune when they actually need something from society that affects them personally.
Yes, of course they do.
So
as a species,
absolutely.
So you know, it's a when they say, because generally I'm not interested in the continuation of our species, but they'll still have a certain self-preservation element about them. So
yes.
It's it's no good. It's no good given. It's no fucking good to anyone giving them actually legitimizing like this sovereign citizen fucking bullshit.
You need them to understand. The problem you've got is right. It's very easy to come up with buzzwords for very simple policies. Okay? Explaining why someone that never wants kids and has absolutely no interest in kids, has absolutely no interest in continuing. Anything to do with that, why they should pay towards schools is hard unless you are willing to understand the complex issues. Yeah? Because people will just turn around and say, why am I paying towards other people's kids? Why am I paying towards... Because there is no direct benefit. There are statistical benefits that you can lay out in the same way as why should you pay your part of your policing budget towards drug rehabilitation. Okay.
Why should you pay taxes that provide new roads if you don't drive a car?
So, for example.
Because eventually you're going to need a fucking ambulance to get to your house, and they're going to need a fucking road.
Yeah, but if I didn't pay towards the roads, I could have a helicopter. Go on.
Honey?
Yes. Well, Amanda wants to say something, so...
No, I'm telling him to say something. Traffic.
In reference to Dave's point and what Dave's talking about now, these people don't want to pay their taxes or education towards the school or things like that. Who's going to, be your doctor, as Amanda's pointing out? Who's going to, serve you and who's going to do these things? So whether you want to contribute to the continuation of society at all, you want to be part of the society as it is now, you still need to fucking put your finger out and put towards it. For the bigger question, should society prioritise its members over the continuation? I look at that question and I see it like Amanda did. I see species. And if the continuation of the species is prioritised, Fine. You do anything to do that. Wipe out half the population that exists on the planet now. Climate change is sorted. All of that, a lot of things. We don't need the society as it stands now. I hate the fucking society as it is now. We don't need to focus on capitalism and things like that. So why should we continue this? Focus on the species over the society.
Right.
Thank you, Math Pig.
Skipping over the...
I think you've cut.
I love that we all think alike.
I think you've cut through a lot of stuff there, Math Pig. Well done.
Yes, I don't mind paying my taxes.
He's a direct guy. I love it.
Ilya says, I'm less worried about how far we continue on and more worried about those that are already here. Rainbug, if you personally want to participate in the society, you need to contribute your share. Comrades. Never again. In fact, I've donated computers to young people who need them for their education. I've never been called that, Jeff. I simply didn't want a child. Oh, I missed something there. Are you arguing in the chat?
Hold on. You, what the fuck? What the fuck have I called him?
I have no idea.
What? What's happening?
I think never again. I think Jeff's insulted never again, but I'm not sure how.
Yeah, the sovereign citizen comment or something.
Don't know.
That's not what was. I wasn't actually calling anyone that.
I'm arguing with you, saying shit about me that isn't true. What did he say? Yeah, ask in the chat.
Ben, what the fuck did I say?
Yeah, what the fuck did he say?
Wait, who's yelling at you? And
Never
why
again.
isn't it me?
Why isn't it you?
Oh. Yeah.
I know why. Jeff, do a Jar Jar impression.
No.
Fuck off, Dave.
Antjer says because they live in a society, so they should participate. But you don't participate in every. You never participate in every part of society. There has to be a choice made as to how much is expected of you, or how much you should contribute. Sorry, I skipped over. There was so much stuff. I have skipped over some, not intentionally, just chunks. Every end, you take a simple statement, and Dave goes off on people saying they don't like to pay their share, and that's a fucked up assumption. Oh, I completely agree. It's a fucked up assumption.
Wait. Can I stick up for Never Again here?
Yeah.
He said that. Sorry, if Never Again is a she, I'm sorry. They said that they don't mind paying their share. They just don't like bad teaching, which I agree with.
See, now I'll say this: I wasn't paying attention to the chat Never Again. Okay, I was paying attention to what Dave was saying.
Dave's fault. No, it is. It can't be Dave's fault.
It wasn't. It very much was not aimed at. It was aimed at a general.
Yeah, this was not aimed specifically at you at all.
Sorry, I'm so sorry, Never Again, and I knew that. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
That was
I'm
not.
Dying. It's okay. It's not my fault.
That was not specifically.
His fault.
Yeah, sorry. I'm going to make that clear. I'm going to make this really clear. That was not aimed. Never Again. That was not aimed specifically at you. Okay. It's not. Yes, it was a bit of a generalisation. I wasn't looking at the chat, so I don't know precisely what was said. I'm sorry if you took offence to it, but I still think a lot of what I said in regards to people that I've dealt with, and yes, you could say this is anecdotal, that have kind of these attitudes of why should I pay for something. That's what I've noticed is the double standard when it comes to them personally. But it was not a personal shot at you. I'm going to be clear about that.
Jenny says, read Aunt Jer's comment.
I did read Aunt Jer's comment. Yeah, because they live in society and they should participate.
Dave purposely skipping my comments. You're such an asshole, Dave.
I am not purposely skipping. We're right. Because you lot won't shut up. Yeah, I'm three screens behind.
Dave, can I ask you something?
What?
Is this a panel show or is this a fucking chat show? Why do you have us on here?
So we can watch
the chat.
For the fucking
so we can watch you read the fucking chat.
for the fucking dumpster fire over hot dogs and sandwiches. Why else?
It's a good thing to fight about.
Right, we'll now do the next question, I think. I don't think we've got... Well, there. Actually, I won't. I want to do a quick answer. Should it prioritise its members or its continuation? Math Pig.
members. So.
Since when were you Math Pig?
I sorry, I jumped the gun, Dave. I'm sorry.
Math Pig.
Continuation.
Manda.
Is it specifically about the human species?
Yes. Specifically about a society, to be quite honest.
Because it's fucking hard because I would say, except on climate change, I would say members. But considering what the whole as a species does to the planet, then I would have to say continuation, because that would make them work toward fixing the shit that they fucked up. So either way, we're screwed. I don't care.
I need to find a new way to deal with the chat. I'm in trouble now.
I'm going to stick with what my original answer was. I'm going to kind of say members, but I feel your premise. I still feel your premises, your question is wrong. That both can't be addressed at the same time.
Both can be addressed at the same time. I made that clear repeatedly.
No, initially you said they were exclusive positions.
No, they are exclusive positions, as in one can only be, one has to be prioritised over the other.
Yeah, they are not exclusive positions. But
well, I was going to say members.
Yeah.
But then, after Manda's answer, on thinking about it, people are fucked, and they won't make the right fucking decisions themselves.
Nope.
I think we need to be forced sometimes. So my heart wants to say members, but my brain says I think it needs to be.
Yeah. That's exactly how I feel. So I get it. Really.
You sent him a message threatening him, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Beth.
And as you see, it worked.
Did I get it right?
Didn't get it right.
Yes, I did. I'll do some money later.
Beth.
Or I'll stop the ninjas from coming to assassinate you. Either one. Go ahead, B.
I don't know. I don't think necessarily it's a separate question. I think that both have to thrive to make everything work. But I do think that members are more important, because if you concentrate more on the members, the society itself will succeed.
oh god damn!
What?
Amanda, if you see what the name of your Twitter group's been changed to.
Yes, I did.
I've just seen the fucking meme stall that's posted it.
The National Hot Dog and Sausage Council.
Fucking meme that's still posted it. That's correct.
Right. Moving on. If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day, and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.